Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be doing an impressions and gameplay video about a new mod that's in development for Rome Total War called Dust and Wind. Now this is an interesting new mod which runs on the Alexander engine, and it isn't it's still in beta. It's not quite done yet. But in any case, as you can see, it's on the Mundus Magnus map. So from Hispania, from the Iberian Peninsula to northwestern India. And it includes a few new factions. So you have the Bactrians. You also get the Boy, the Gaelic tribe again, the Celtic tribe. You also get, I'm trying to find them here, the Spartans are a separate faction from the Greek cities, which I enjoy. I think that's good. There's also the Bosporans, as well as the Sogdians. I don't think the Sogdians are in any other mod, so it's interesting to see the Sogdians here. There are the Sabaeans as well. And yeah. So as you can see, not everything is fully finished because it's still in beta. But in any case, I'd like to show you some of the campaign aspects here. So let's start a game as Pontus. Now, Dust and Wind's main feature is that it has a pretty nice campaign script. And this script is sort of aimed at encouraging the historical expansion of Rome. So actually the Roman campaign is started with a separate bat file. So that enables the Roman campaign to be playable. That's why you didn't see a playable Rome amongst the list of factions there. Because I have not, that has been disabled for the current version because it's not quite done. But like in EB and in other mods like 4th Age, you have to click on a settlement, and then you have to click on the 5 Reforms Legion System script by pressing Show Me How, and that activates the campaign script. And then now you're in the campaign. So I guess I'll show, I'll toggle the Fog of War, a spoiler alert, and I want to show some of the unique aspects here. So yeah, here are the Sogdians up here, north of Bactria and northeast of Parthia. So that's cool. The Scythians have a wider range than they do in regular Rome Total War. Bactria starts out pretty small. And then you have the Sabaeans down in West Africa. And actually, I don't want to show too much here. But you can see the map looks super nice. And the UI is completely changed. And the other thing is that there is a sort of government system here. So as you can see, Pontus can construct satrapy. So that's the government building you have at the beginning of the Pontic campaign. And then these progress over time as your faction develops. So also you can see some of the units have been reskinned, so or all the units. So this mod has a completely different look. So you can see the Eastern Spearmen look a lot nicer in this mod, and they also don't run away as fast. Peltists, everyone has been pretty much reskinned. The Pontic Light Cavalry looks pretty similar to vanilla actually, but again, the mod is not completely done. Axemen, very nice looking shields. Yeah, most of the units in this mod have been redone. And this mod uses a zero-turn recruitment system. So there are a bunch of Rome Total War mods, including Roma Surrectum, unless you play with the one-turn campaign folder. This is one of those mods that has 0 turns recruitment. So when you can recruit as many units as you want in one turn. So let's say I want a bunch of hillmen. There we go. These are all going to be done in the same turn. Okay? Additionally, so you might think, well, doesn't this make you overpowered because you just recruit all the units you want? But then remember, in Rome Total War, there's the population mechanic, right? So if you recruit too many units, then your cities are going to be a lot smaller, and your economy is going to suffer, and you're not going to be in a good economic situation. So you again, but it's your choice. You have to balance how many units you want to recruit every turn. And as you can see, there are kind of placeholder buildings here, Polybian army, and as the Romans expand and as they get more reforms, these buildings will play a more important role for Roman expansion. So in any case, as Pontus, you have a couple of avenues of expansion, and I think I want to go for Colchis here before Armenia does. Okay, so let's besiege Kutaisi, and they're gonna sally out, so you know what? Forget the siege equipment. And yeah, I guess I'll send this Pontic Heavy Cavalry as well to join the army. So now I have 2 units of Pontic Heavy Cavalry. This actually looks kind of like a vanilla unit as well. But in any case, the mod is not completely finished. So that's why you might see some vanilla elements. But oh, actually, this is, I don't know how I didn't notice this before. This is one of the only mods I've seen that includes Heraclea Pontica as its own city separately. So a lot of the time, there's just Pontus, and then it says Paphlagonia, Cappadocia Pontica for the region of Pontus, or just Pontus, like in Europa Barbarorum. But here, Heraclea Pontica is a separate city with a bunch of hoplites. So I'm going to have to build up my army. Oh, and the other thing about this mod is that you start out with a whole bunch of money. So everyone starts out with a nice big treasury. So this mod definitely encourages big battles. So let's oblige. Let's construct some things. So port. And there are a bunch of new buildings in the mod as well. And of course, every building has been edited in some way. But as you can see, there's also this building resettlement of residents. And I believe there is a chain connected to this. But in any case, there are new buildings in this mod. So let's construct... let's make a port here too. In Amasya. And let's make an army. So I want... The Thureos spearmen are a lot better than the other troops. At least for Pontus here. So I think... But you know what? The hillmen are so much cheaper. I think I'll go for a bunch of hillmen. Let's go for some hillmen, a couple of Thureos spears, and some Eastern infantry, and some Pontic light. Actually, let's do Pontic light cavalry. And then in Sinope, we have access to hoplites. So let's, again, let's go for some hillmen, some hoplites, some Thureos, and some light Or how about more light cavalry? Okay. So, yeah. I have played around as a bunch of the factions. I played a lot as Bactria. I played a bit as the Seleucids. But of course, I don't know everything there is to know about the mod just yet. But in any case, as you can see, I really like the 2D graphics here. So the diplomatic information is, of course, an old Persian cuneiform sign. That's nice. And the end of turn report here, I believe this is a Parthian coin. Of course, I can't really zoom in to see what that is. But I also like diplomacy in this mod. The AI is very active. So this is not one of those mods where you might encounter a passive AI. The AI is very active. So we've got Heracles here. He's a good governor. So you know what? Mithridates, the king, he's not the famous Mithridates the Sixth. This is Mithridates the First, I believe. But he's aged 60, so he doesn't have too much time. So you know what? Let's get these troops together. Let's leave Amasya. Let's get these other troops here, hoplites, together with Mithridates. The other thing you might notice is that movement is quite a lot here. I believe this also contributes to the AI being so active. The fact that movement is so high. So this is the Mundus Magnus map, which it's pretty big in scope, but then a lot of regions are not so large. So actually, I've noticed the AI does better when the settlements are not too far apart. And I believe the high movement also contributes to the good AI. But let's get these hillmen together with Mithridates and one more Eastern infantry. Okay, so let's fight these guys. These Galatians, I don't want them to cause any problems here. So let's, I guess we're going for Galatia first, because the Galatian army was wandering around. I didn't want them to attack any of my cities. Or cause devastation or anything. Okay, so let's start deployment. And as you can see, the units are completely changed here. So Eastern General, this is the Pontic version, looking very nice here. A lot of the units here have kind of a gritty look. I like it. It's kind of a gritty cataphract here. Seems appropriate for Pontus. And then the Pontic Light Cavalry. The Hillmen. I like the look of the mod. It's definitely, you know, vanilla Rome Total War. Has a sort of cartoony look about it, and the faction colors are very bright and colorful, and kind of reminds me of how the original Shogun Total War kind of had the aggressive color scheme. But this mod tones it down. It makes it much grittier. So like there are mods like Rome Total Realism Platinum Edition that tone down the vanilla colors, but this one is gritty. It's grittier. Well, except for these candy cane kind of red and white spear things. I like them. I like it. So in any case, let's check out the hoplites as well. Yeah, very cool. I like the shield. So again, a perfect Pontic army, complete with hillmen, javelin cavalry, heavy cataphract general, kind of gritty, with a gritty look to him, some Eastern infantry, and hoplites. So actually, You know what? I'm not that worried about the Galatians here, so I'll put my general up here on the right. Let's see where the Galatians deploy here. Okay, they're just over there. So I'll put the hillmen in the front. And I'll put my spears in reserve on the flanks, or behind the hillmen. And I'll get our light cavalry to go and skirmish with the enemy on the right side. Some other skirmisher cav, I'll have them chase the enemy up the left. And Mithridates, I'll put him on the right flank as well. So let's have a look at the, again, I'm not that worried about the battle tactics here. I'm just trying to show off the mod. But yeah, these are the barbarian noble cavalrymen of the Galatians. Looking good. Already routing. As you can see, the battles in this mod are, I would describe them as fast and furious. So, yeah, javelins, missiles, very devastating in this mod. But you have to be smart. So, like the enemy, they just charged some barbarian cavalry up the middle against my spearmen, and they lost immediately. So don't do that. Don't do things like that. It's not a good idea. Yeah, and they just did it again. Just Rome Total War AI stuff. But yeah, as you can see, actually makes sense for a Galatian AI. As you can see, we're already crushing them. Let's get those naked fanatics. Actually, let's charge from the back. Routing already, they should have put some armor on. So let's charge down the hill at the remainder of their forces here. Yeah, we got them. So actually, let's get our guys to run after the enemy troops here. And also all the links for checking out this mod Dust and Wind Total War, I'll leave them in the description below. This mod is being there's the Rome Total War modding community Discord, which I've talked about before on the channel, and this mod is one of the mods that is hosted there. And you can talk to the developer and follow the development of this mod and a bunch of other mods more closely there by checking out the Discord server. But in any case, let's play a little bit more. So as you can see in this mod, I also like the loading screens in this mod. It's very, reminds me of those epic movies from the 60s and 70s about history, like the decline and fall of the Roman Empire. You know what? Let's take Ankara. Let's take Galatia. But as you can see, I trained a lot of units in Amasya, and now my population is way down. So I'm going to actually hold off on training too many new troops at the moment. But it seems like the Armenians, it seems like they wanted to take Kolkis, but I'm going to take it. Of course, Kolkis eventually fell under Pontic influence, during the reign of Mithridates. So yeah, that's my avenue of historical expansion. Of course, for Pontus, Pontus took the north here. They took the Bosporus. The Bosporus came under their control. Not direct control, but like they essentially accepted Mithridates as their king. And Colchis as well fell under their sphere of influence. And then, of course, at the height of his power, he took most of Anatolia and invaded Greece too. So that would be the Pontic historical avenue of expansion. South, west, northeast, and then north. But in any case, yeah, let's finish taking Ankara. And then perhaps we can take Heraclea and Nicomedia before Mithridates passes away. Pergamum is controlled by the Greek cities here. So in any case, yeah, let's end the turn again. I like the faction symbols in the mod. Again, though, the one for Pontus has been slightly changed, but I think it might be up for more change because it's not quite as gritty as the other faction symbols. But yeah, I like the look of this mod. If you feel like you enjoy the gameplay of Rome Total War, but you think it looks a little too cartoonish in certain aspects, especially the look of the units and the UI design, then this mod has got you covered. It's far more. It's got a more, as I said, a gritty look to it. But I also like the symbols here, the UI elements. They're all very nice. You feel like you're playing a different game, at least aesthetically. So let's, what else should we make? Should we make Barracks? Yeah, Pontus definitely has access to more infantry types than cavalry. Oh, so I can make phalanx pikemen. That's nice. So let's... but I really want to get my economy under control. So I guess what I'll do is I will... let's make sewers. Because I want to get my population growth up and things like that. So let's do as much as we can in that regard. Let's finish taking these cities. The other thing about this mod is that the script is pretty heavy, but in terms of the graphics and the campaign map performance, it performs well. I'd say it performs better than other really heavy mods like Europa Barbarorum and some others. But in any case, and Roma Surrectum as well. So even though it kind of has that more realistic look that you get in Roma Surrectum, and the darker, the grittier look, it performs better. In any case, yeah, we're still going strong. We're constructing buildings. We're improving our economy. Let's keep it going. And again, this mod is still in development, so if you want to download the mod, talk to the creator, join the Rome Total War community Discord in the link below, and maybe you'll be able to influence the development of the mod and try it out. So I'm going to construct some mines in Amasya. Can't do mines in Sinope yet. But in any case, what else should I do? I'm going to make a trade caravan in Sinope. War declared. The Romans are attacking the Spartans. I like how Sparta is a separate faction here. It is a separate faction in Roma Surrectum, but not in a lot of other mods for Rome 1. So it's good to see that. This mod is different. It definitely distinguishes itself here. The Bosporans want peace? I don't think so. This is total war. Okay, a good husband, but he's old. Okay, Ankara is ours. Let's occupy it. Okay, so we've got to... yeah, we're running out of money. So let's construct the satrapy building. And then roads. And then Shrine to Artemis. Yeah, let's do Shrine to Artemis. And then we'll do Barracks. Okay. So I'm glad we have Galatia. That's nice. That's nice indeed. And then once this territory is more pacified, I'll send this army after Heraclea Pontica. Okay, so as you can see, you do start out with a ton of money, but if you don't do anything about your economic situation, then that money will go down quite quickly. Okay, so Colchis is launching a counterattack here. All right, so let's hold on. Let's get our Eastern infantry in position. Heavy cavalry I'll put on the left. And the general I'll put on the right. One of the things I like about Rome 1 is that when you mouse over the general here, it tells you his name. Sometimes you forget the name. But yeah, you can see I really like these Eastern spearmen. So much less cartoony than the regular Rome 1 Eastern Infantry. Everyone loves Rome 1's Eastern Infantry, but again, a much more gritty look here, much more realistic. Okay, so let's get our heavy cavalry into position. Yeah, so gameplay in this mod is again much faster. Run, please. Okay, so let's have our Pontic heavy cavalry charge at those guys and hit these guys from the back. Let's have a look at our cataphract charge here. Very nice indeed. But as you can see, okay, that cavalry charge was not that great. So yeah, Eastern infantry, nothing to trifle with in this mod. Oh, also I'm on hard battles, that's why. Okay, so let's get our spearmen to hit their spearmen as well. Wow, so combat in this mod is, again, the longest I played this mod was as Bactria, so I had a very different type of roster. But yeah, as you can see, combat is more bloody in this mod, so there are a lot more casualties. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. Okay, the enemy general's routing, and we got him. All right. And as you can see, the walls look nice too. So let's get our general over here. I overestimated my troops here, unfortunately. And the other thing is, it seems like units don't get tired as quickly, which I actually agree with. I'm okay with that because, not for realism purposes or anything, but because the AI is not very good at handling that, right? Okay, so let's get our general out of there. I don't know why he doesn't want to run. Okay. Very good charge by our general there. And it seems like we'll be able to cause a route here, I think. Perhaps not. But as you can see, battles are more devastating here in this mod, for sure. Casualty rates are higher. So if you like combat like that, if you like the kind of gritty realism here, like look at this. Very nice. You see the gritty look of the walls of the city, the flags waving, and the Eastern infantry, not cartoony at all. I like it quite a bit. I think it's very cool. And the other thing is, I think this mod has a good, unique look to it. So let me know in the comments how you think the mod looks, because I think that's a major part of the appeal of this mod, when of course there are so many mods available for Rome 1. But, you have to choose. Okay, so Kutaisi already had satrapy here, and I think this kind of represents Achaemenid successor states here, so I like it. I like it very much. Now let's get roads, let's get the governor's villa, land clearance, let's get those economic buildings constructed. I can make Eastern Spearmen already. That's very good. And faction announcements. I'm not a big player of... I would play Roma Surrectum with... back in the day. I would play it with the one-turn recruitment option, because personally I'm not a big zero-turn recruitment guy. But in any case, let's get some of these troops out of Ankara. Okay, Ankara's okay. And let's besiege Heraclea. Yeah, they're going to attack me. But in any case, yeah, I think this is good for a good short impressions video of the Dust and Wind beta. And again, this mod is still in development, so you can go follow the link below to the Rome Total War Community Discord. You can download the beta for Dust and Wind there. You can get in contact with the mod developer, and you can help influence and beta test this mod, because it's looking to be a very cool, a very unique looking sort of mod indeed. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next one, and if you like videos about the historical Total Wars and their mods, then please like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I'll see you guys in the next one.